New round of U.S.-China trade talks to be held in late August. Commerce Ministry Chinese Vice Minister of Commerce Wang Xiaowen will travel to the United States this month for trade talks, Chinese authorities said Thursday. The Chinese minister is expected to meet with U.S. Under-Secretary of Treasury for International Affairs David Malpass. This will be the fourth round of talks on import duties since February. The latest one was held in June and did not lead to a breakthrough. At the U.S. invitation, the Chinese Vice Minister of Commerce and head of the Chinese delegation in talks on international trade, Wang Xiaowen, will lead a delegation to the U.S. in the second half of August, the Commerce Ministry said. The Chinese Commerce Authority rejected again unilateral trade measures and protectionism, saying it welcomes dialogue in contexts based on equality and in good faith. The announcement comes as both countries engage in the escalating trade war. China has published last week the detailed list of U.S. goods valued at about $16 billion that will face 25% import duties. China's retaliatory response came less than 24 hours after the United States Trade Representative, USTR, released a list of Chinese goods values at about $16 billion, which will also face 25% import duties starting from August 23. Trade tensions escalated between China and the United States in recent months, after Washington decided to slap 25% levy on Chinese goods valued at about $50 billion and threatened to target more Chinese goods with an approximate value of $200 billion. In response, China vowed tit-for-tat countermeasures against any trade aggression from the United States. In early July, both countries implemented 25% of tariffs on each other's products with an equal value of $34 billion. IMF Managing Director Christine Lagarde said earlier that the recent series of U.S. trade tariffs might cut off 0.5% of the world's economy in the worst-case scenario. According to the IMF, world GDP grew 3.8% last year and is expected to surge 3.9% this year. According to the IMF's data, China will likely retain a strong overall growth rate this year, but will slightly slow to 6.6% of GDP, compared with 6.9% in 2017. According to the data of the Russian Direct Investment Fund, RDIF, the hardline U.S. trade policy may slow the growth of the global economy by 0.4 to 0.5% in the next 2 years. However, RDIF's assessment refers to the worst-case scenario, where Washington imposes tariffs on all imports from China, increases duties on European cars and introduces other restrictive measures.